What's up? Deuce here from the band Ember. I'm the lead guitar player. Just here to talk a little bit about my guitar tone. I've had a lot of people ask what we used on the album when we were recording with Ken Mary out in Arizona. And just want to talk a little bit about how I get my guitar sound and what I use and why I use it and what I've tried to get to where I am now. So I play a Mesa Boogie Mark V. I've played everything from a triple rectifier to a dual rectifier to a roadster. I'm playing a stiletto right now. Mark V is definitely the most versatile amp that Mesa Boogie makes. It's a beautiful amp, sounds amazing, and it can do anything from heavy tones to light tones to clean to solo, and you name it, it can do it. As far as the speakers are concerned, I use Eminence speakers, and they are by far the absolute best speakers there are on the planet. If you're not familiar, let me show you. This is the Eminence. It is the Red Coat series, and this is called the Tonker. This is one of the, this thing's heavy, it's made amazing. This is one of the speakers that I use in my setup. I also use a Swamp Thing is what it's called, also made by Eminence. Really good for, the Swamp Thing's really good for the lower tones and the real thick, give me the meat. The Tonker is really good for the over the top, just kind of cut through the mix kind of sounds. As far as effects, I use Line 6. Line 6 are by far the best effects company out there, in my humble opinion. They do everything from guitar amp modeling to guitar modeling to effects modeling, and Line 6 has really kind of paved the way and pioneered the industry in modeling of all kinds. And so, you know, I figure if they came up with it, they're probably the ones that would know how to do things best. I don't really use the Line 6 modeling much unless I'm just at home kind of working on my own, but I do use the effects live, and that's all I use is Line 6. And then I use a volume and a wah pedal, both of which are Dunlop. Dunlop makes the best wahs. They've got a new volume pedal that is coming out or just came out that I'm really excited to try. I really want to get my hands on it. Looks kind of like a wah pedal and seems to be super sturdy, a little bit sturdier than the Ernie Ball volume that I'm using right now. As far as guitars, I use both Gibson and Fender. Got a brain fart there. I was trying to say Jaguar. I got my Jaguar in the background there. I don't know if you can see it racked up with the other guitars, but I use Gibson for the heavier tones and the real meaty tones, and then I use my Fender for my cleaner tones. And then if I want some more, guitar players call it spank, I use my Fender. And both guitars can be used either way. You can get a Gibson to get a beautiful clean tone, and you can get the Fenders to get some real dirty tones. It just depends on how you use the guitars. And then I use Dean Markley strings. I've tried almost every string you could possibly try on the planet, and I always have problems with strings breaking. I've got pretty huge hands, and I'm pretty rough. So Dean Markley are best strings on the market as far as reliability, not breaking, and I use the nickel steel electric. So that kind of wraps up my setup. I'll talk more in depth about some of the individual things as I have more questions pop up, but stay tuned for more YouTube videos. Again, I'm Deuce with the band Ember. Take it easy.